So what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quez the Enigma, aka T-Rye. And today I'm going to be doing how to become a better football player. But I'm going to do 3 versions. This version right here will be the physical version. I don't mind the ski, whatever. I usually just I like wearing, I don't know why. I don't think I'm hard in anything, nothing like that. I just like wearing skis here and there. So it's how to become a better football player physical. Obviously, everybody know you have to work out, you have to do these things and stuff like that, but physically it can go in so many different areas. Like, just because you go out and you do these work, you work out, you do this and that, you becoming better, but not necessarily, because it's like you can go out for an hour and work out and think you did something, but you didn't put in quality work. So when you go out, you got to put in quality work and lock in, like perfect your craft. Like, actually go in, lock in, know what you're doing, know what you're trying to get better at, know your weaknesses. Don't just go out and work out and do anything. So working out physically can go in that way. And also, just don't be like, anything you see on social media isn't always healthy. Like, you got them power lifters and you got the lifters that lift athletic with explosive stuff. If you're playing football, shy away from the power lift. You not want to be a power lifter. Like, you don't want to be that dude that can't stretch, can't move around, can't do this and that. You want to be athletic. The weight room matters. Like, you want to be strong. You want to be able to move. You want to be able to be strong. You want to be able to, like, your body be to function at any position now, because the game is changing. Like, the game is getting, like, more creative, and it's just like every position is becoming like some type of athletic in a way. So you want to be able to move and stuff. But for like your skill players, you want to be the ones that have, like, be in your bag more on the field. Not more on the weight room, but more on the field. I can't give a percentage of how much, but me personally, when I was at school, I was more on the field. Like, I was lifting, I was doing what I had to do, but I was more on the field. I had to make sure I can move certain ways, because in the game of football now, you're not going to be prone to not running, just like head on running. It's not that. Like, me, like, people can move now. Like, you can be able do all this and that. So you're going to have to be very, very athletic in a sense and be able to move. That means, like, taking care of your body. First off, when you're working out physically, you want to be doing movement that helps your position. Like, the position you're playing, know the type of lifts you need to do for your position and things like that. Don't just be doing anything. And then something else, like, a lot of people don't know, a good one is plyometric. Plyometric helps with balance. Plyometric helps with, like, one leg strength, having both of your legs balanced. Because, like I said, in the game of football now, you get thrown in so many different positions and so many different, like, angles and moving different ways that plyometric, it helps with landing, like, all types of things. Like, then, like, having mobility. For my corners specifically, because that's the position I play. For my corners specifically, you're going to have hips. You can't stress this enough. Hips is literally probably one of the most important things as a corner. You can't get out your break. You can't move. You can't twist without hips. You cannot twist without hips. So you're going to need hips. You're going to need mobility in your hips, like any part of your body, but your hips mainly. You're going to need mobility in hips. Hip mobility and your hip workout is basically like stretching. When I was in school, when I was playing at Ashland, I was literally doing hip workouts every night, stretching every night. Like, you got to do that every night, like every day. Because if you don't, you're going to be stiff, and you're not going to be able to move the way you want to move, and then you'll be wondering why you can't do it. But it's because your hips is stiff. You don't want to be stiff in the hips. That's one part of your body you do not want to be stiff. So you got to make sure you're taking care of your body with your hips. And I used to, before every practice, I used to get there early and stretch. I used to stretch, and I used to get the hurdles. I used to get the hurdles, do go up under them, over them, swing my leg over top of them, high knees over top of them, like all that. Get your blood flowing in your hips, get all that flowing, get your hips stretched out. Like, that's good stuff to do before you go work out after or whatever. Like, another big one, stretching. Like, as an athlete, you want to make sure you're stretching. Like, that's a big key. You want to make sure you're stretching a lot. Icing, recovery, like, those things are big. Like, those things are big. Like, and people don't understand that. Like, those take you a long long ways for real. Just taking care of your body, doing it recovery, and just like, even if you think you don't need recovery, it's okay to go in and do a little something. Like, just go in and just like, you know, just get something done just because like, it only makes you better in the long run. And that's really good to have. But recovery, icing, me personally, I don't like icing. Like, it's just too cold. I can't deal with the cold. I'm just not a cold person, whatever. But icing is big. Like, you have to do icing. That's something you have to do. It's like, thing. Rolling out, stretching out your muscles, like getting them loose, like all bunch of type things like that. You have to do type thing. And a lot of people don't know that or whatever, but you have to do these things because it's like, you only gonna make yourself better. Like, it's as a football player, it's so many different ways, it's so many different things that you have to do to be at the top of your game. And physical is a big thing. Like, everybody know that. That's a part of the game, being physical. So yes, you have to be these things. And last, what I would say is, yes, you have to be strong. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. You have to lift. You have to be strong. But strong in a sense of athletic strong. Your position, what you playing. Like, don't just be strong like a powerlifter strong, because that's not going to make you know. No, you don't want to be a powerlifter strong just around here throwing everybody around. But then you get somebody like a yeah, and he come up. Do you, man? It's cause you not in your bag on the field. You in your bag on the weight room doing too much lifting there, squatting 800 pounds every day and barely can move your legs. Can't even open your legs. Can't even high knees. Can't do nothing. Can't get down. Like, that comes a long way, and people don't know that. But you have to be able to move. But you want to be strong. You want to be doing lifts, like not necessarily power lifts. You want to be doing your basic lifts or whatever. But you want to do explosive lift. Like, you want to be explosive, quick twitch. You want to have all that. You want to be like athletic type lifts. Like, it shouldn't be like you in here doing deadlift, killing deadlift every day, killing deadlift every day, killing deadlift. I do lifts that's gonna help you when you get in positions on the field, jumping over hurdles. When you get the last one, you might get a pause in an athletic position, count to 3, rise up, jump on that one. You got to know how to be able to slow down and speed up, That's a part of the game. Like, the game is constantly fast, but it's times where you got, like, as a running back, you get by, boom, get to the hole. You might see somebody, you might see that blocker coming. But the defender don't know he coming, so you might got to slow down a little bit just so that block can get there and you shoot through the gap or anything. It could be anything. Physical is a big part of, like, football, but it's like how you use it for real. You don't just want to be doing anything. You just don't want to be, like, doing anything to your body. Like, you got to do research about it. Like, if you really want to take your game to the next level, you got to do research about the body, about what you need, about what workouts you need to be doing at your position. Like, you got to know these things and are good things for your body. Like, every lift is not a good lift. Like, every lift is a good lift to a certain extent, but now the way the game is in football and the way it's changing, the way it's becoming more skilled, more athletic, more acrobat, like, players are getting crazy. So it's like, all lifts are not going to help you in the long term. You got to do lifts that's going to benefit you more on the field. Like, that's going to put you in position to be great. That you want to work in position to be great. The way you work out, you want it to be in, like, odd position that you get put in on the field. Certain things you just don't want to be doing, and you want to just, like, take care of what you're doing and know what you're doing. Don't just be doing anything. You don't listen to everything somebody tell you, and don't just, like, do anything, bro. Just, like, know what you're doing. Do research about yourself, research about your body, and research about the things you need at your position. And don't just do everything you see on the internet. But with that being said, for anybody that's looking for, like, someone to help them with like research on certain things, like looking into certain things, a real thorough history of, like, my background and where I came from and my story and stuff like that. So if anybody is tuned to, like, just the game, being physical and stuff like that, my social medias is going to be in the description below, and y'all can text me, hit me up. I will be available. I will be answering, and I will be answering fast ASAP, because that's something I want to do. I want to help younger players get to a spot where they can be great. I want to help anybody get to a spot where they can be great, because a lot of people don't tell you the inside of things, and then you got to wait until you get to college to figure these things out. And a lot I had to figure out, but I figured it out in 1 year, a lot, from just being locked in. But people don't tell you these things, so there's anybody out there that's, you feel me, that watched this video, came across it, and is trusting in me, helping them. I don't want nothing for you. You feel me? Nothing. Nothing. My bad. But yeah, I don't want nothing for you. I just want to help everybody. Like, I want to help anybody. Like, yeah, just hit me up, and any question you ask, if I can relate to, or if I know anything about it, I promise you. That's my word. I'm a man of my word. I will help you out. I will do what I can to give back to you the knowledge or anything. But yeah, that wraps up the end of this video on how to become a better football player physically. I will have a mentally and emotionally coming, and I might drop a spiritually. It depends on how I'm feeling or if I want to go there with things. But most likely I probably won't. But it all depends. But I will be dropping different sections. I will be doing different parts to them, just because I can dig into deep more and more and more. But I just want to give a basic overview of everything physically, and just let people know like that it's certain things you shouldn't be doing, that people don't know, that young dudes don't know. Like when I was growing up, I used to do anything, but when I got to college, I seen like I don't need to be doing that. I don't need to be doing this. So I'm just trying to help younger dudes that's coming up, go ahead and be able to elevate their game, understand these things before they even get to the next level. Because a lot of people not going to tell you, if you don't go to these big schools, they'll let you know, they'll show you this and that, but not going to a big school and having to figure out things on your own type thing, or going through different ways, it's a little different. Also, I will be dropping my little story and implanting like videos, pictures, and this and that and the third of my story of where I came from, my whole journey and stuff like that, because it's real thorough and niggas can't relate, cause yeah. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, if you want more videos like this, like I said, I will be dropping an emotional and mental one. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for your time. Love to all kings and queens, and we out.